All right, so let's get into it. I was recently inspired by an article that I saw online about pick me, women, pick meism, huh? So I wanted to go ahead and just give 3 reasons why I think pick me's are the worst. And before you get your panties in a bunch, relax. It's satire, but the reality is it's kind of true. We're not saying you're the scum of the earth or you shouldn't be here or anything like that. But what I am saying and what I would hope to convey in this video is that there's 3 specific reasons why you're the worst. Now, before I drag y'all, I think it's important and it's also pretty responsible if I provide an explanation or a better understanding of where pick-me's come from, right? So I pulled up the Urban Dictionary, and according to the Urban Dictionary, a pick-me is a person who begs for the attention, acceptance, and approval of a certain group in different things that they say. In most cases, it's to attain the attention, acceptance, and approval of the opposite sex. While the description is gender neutral, this is definitely an adjective aimed directly at women. Oh, let's get into it. Hey, it's your girl 7 Stars and welcome to the Girl Cave. Oh yes, I am back with another YouTube video. Did you miss me? Huh? Oh bitch. I definitely missed you guys. I'm so happy that I can actually upload on this channel again and I am ready to get the ball rolling. So let's get into it. All right. So I want to discuss 3 reasons why pick-me's are the worst. Now, the first reason why I think pick-me's are the worst is because what they do is they encourage ridiculous expectations. What do I mean by that? We all know those women out there, and they're few and far in between, I would hope. But what they do is they brag about carrying the relationship. Oh, make no mistake, this is the woman who is doing the majority of the work and emotional labor in each and every one of her relationships. Okay. So to get a clear idea of what I'm talking about, you know, she likes to cook dinner every night. Oh, bitch. She likes to make cereal from scratch for her man. She's wanted it. She likes to trim his beard for him, give him a lineup, right? Iron his underwear, clip his toenails. She even likes to pay all the bills. Oh, yes. Even if he's capable of doing it himself. You know, she has this dying infatuation of being every single thing to this guy, right? You know, I'm his everything. He can't live without me. Oh, I'm a pick-me. Huh? And she manages to do all of this in what? Like stilettos? Hair perfect, probably still wears a French roll, French tips, huh? So that is what she thinks is appealing to him. And she tries to be that to him at all possible times, okay? And she'll even brag about like the sacrifices that she's made. And she'll question how other women could let themselves go in a relationship or become lax in a relationship and not handle their relationship duties. So some people have molded their love lives after these prime examples. And the overworked woman is most assured a pick-me. Now, a pick-me never requires much of a man before she places him on a pedestal. And as a matter of fact, all a guy really needs to do for a woman like this is just give her a little bit of attention. And she's going to crown him as her king. There are enough women doing this type of stuff, you know, on a regular that, you know, some men will go into each relationship thinking that all women should act like this. But the reality is you're with the pick me. All right. So that is reason number one. Now, before I jump into reason number two, just remember, we can all find humor in the ignorance of pick me logic, but the reality is it's really not funny. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into the second reason why pick-me's are the worst. The second reason pick-me's are the worst is because they are kind of like the female equivalent of the good guy. Let me explain. Now, when we're young, you know, little youngins out here, we're told guys want a good girl. Only a good girl is worthy of deserving a Prince Charming and a happily ever after. You might even get a white horse, huh? And to be considered a good girl, you have to sit there quietly, mind your manners, smile at everything. You got to look perfect, cross your legs, don't burp too loud, and you definitely better not poot or pass gas. I mean, you got to be Miss Perfect. Oh, Miss Stepford housewife head ass. That's what you got to be. Okay. So being fed this line of logic does a couple of things for the psyche. First, it tells a girl that her life doesn't actually begin until she has found a man. Second, it tells her that her behavior is enough to earn her a man if she follows those guidelines. Third, it recenters the girl's focus on men, stunting her opportunity and true potential to focus on her own identity. Yeah, pick me. Remember you? Girl, don't you have wants and needs and dreams and aspirations? And don't you aspire to be more? Oh, no, I forgot. That man is your whole life. And you have dedicated your whole life to that man. All right. Now, pick-me's continue to parrot the idea that being a good girl makes her some sort of superior dating choice or option. And this is the frame of thinking that goes way into adulthood. Okay. Depending on her success in love, their experiences can either confirm or confound that concept, meaning, you know, she might get chose. It might work out for her, or she'll go into every relationship with that concept and the relationship will always end and she'll never be happy. And she'll say to herself, well, I do everything right, so men must be trash, right? Men must be dogs. She's just going to start complaining that guys don't want a good girl at all. Maybe she just needs to step up her game and realize that, you know, simply being a good girl isn't enough to attract like a mate. Well, let's go ahead and get into the final and third reason why I think pick-me's are the worst. And I actually think this is the most valid reason if you want to be real about it. But what pick-me's like to do is they like to shame other women for having actual lives. Okay? So let a pick-me tell it. A woman should actually just be sitting at home doing absolutely nothing with her life until some man or any man steps on her porch and whisk her away. Now, the problem with that theory is that many women just don't even want to live their lives that way. Let's be real. Women, we out here getting education. We out here getting money. We're traveling, right? Becoming more cultured. We're in the age of information. Now, what's happening is more and more modern women are wanting to explore not only their dating options and also, they're wanting to explore the world. All right. So, you know, girls really are out here just living their best lives and they're making no apologies for it. However, the pick-me and her pick-me-ism and her pick-me logic always tries to mess up that vibe by claiming that, you know, all that living is really just hurting their chances of ever being considered, you know, marriage material. Okay. Now, the flaw in that logic is that some women are just no longer concerned about that. Okay. Not everybody's sitting around just waiting to get married. And, you know, some people honestly don't even care to have kids. I mean, that's just the reality in the world that we're living in right now. Okay. But worse than that is a pick-me motivation, or a pick-me's motivation for shaming other women. Okay. Men, everything they do is centered around catching a boo thing. Everything. If that requires them to throw other women under the bus, best believe that's what she's going to do. They don't seem to have a problem with doing that either. And in this time when women really just need to stick together the most, ain't nobody got time for that. All right. So there you have it. In conclusion, that's 3 very good reasons why I think pick-me's are the worst. And let me tell you something. If you feel me, leave a comment below. If you don't feel me, leave a comment below. Oh, I want to hear from you. And check out my next video because it's coming very soon. Thank you so much for joining the Girl Cave, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.